One moment. I'm sorry, everyone. No. Well, there we go. Okay, hey. Sorry for about that, everyone. I thought I had the camera. Fixed, but now I have the camera fixed. So, welcome back to the Random Fandom. I'm your host, Ravenwood, and welcome to the Star Wars stream for the Star Wars collection. And my mouth is very watery for some reason. So we're going to open up this thing. We're also going to open up that lightsaber over there. Anyways, for today's episode, we'll be covering the Star Wars The Attack of the Clones Phase 1 Clone Trooper and the Super Battle Droid. And my mouth is very watery for some reason today. Excuse me. This piece of cardboard is driving me nuts. Normally I would do one episode per, but I feel like it would be a lot easier to just do a live stream of this. So yeah, all that is well. All's well. Wow, this is a nice size blaster. I never thought I would ever get any of these, but here we go. Here's this nice blaster from inside this little packet here. It also comes with another blaster. And oh, that's such a cool. It comes with a little bloosh. Is a bloosh compatible? Let's find out. Are these bloosh compatible? I cannot see. All right, see. It looks like. I wonder if it is or not. Let's see. They should come with instructions. Not. Maybe. No. Oh, I'll be right back. All right, sorry. So let's try. Sorry, I had to do something off screen. Okay, so off screen. This doesn't want to fit here either. A little bit, but not really. So it doesn't look like you can actually do that with that. So the question is, what is the bloosh for? It's probably for a different weapon, but not for these two guns. Unless it is, I cannot figure out. Now there's a little box in here. Open the box. Do that to the box. Put the box to the side. Wow, this is a nice size helmet. Yeah, that's a big helmet. It literally, I could put my pinky. I could put my thumb. My fingers. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. This is a nice helmet. I like the feel of the plastic. There's something about it. It's probably a fresh plastic. Here is the little sheet of paper that says it's from Hasbro. The Hasbro sheet of paper, whatever. Oh, let me show you this cardboard. It's supposed to protect the materials inside despite having the lid, but I understand why. and this is to protect the little helmet. So yeah. Now here's another bag of stuff. Oh wow, he's big. Oh my goodness, he's large. Oh my goodness, he's in charge. He's large and he's in charge. Here's the little cardboard thing. And oh my gosh, here's the battle droid. Oh my gosh, I like the metal like plastic feel of him already. Oh, I'm liking him a little too much. Wow, he's probably going to be the best figure on the shelf next to Vader, Lord Vader being the second best character. Oh wow, the torso moves. Okay, he can move up. Oh, he can move his neck. What? And underneath, huh? I did not watch any tutorial. What? Prior to this, to capture how shocked I am. Okay, so don't remove his head. I mean, you can by the looks of it. Doesn't look like I broke it off or anything. I think you were meant to take off his head because the look of it. Let me show you. There's like a little red spot and everything. It's nicely detailed. I wish I could. I wish there was a lot. I wish I had. No, yeah, excuse me. I wish there was enough light in here for me to show you that a lot better. But maybe, yeah, let me pull it back here. See, you can. I don't know. You can see that at all, but yeah, right there. There's like a red dot. That's so cool. Wow. So you're meant to take off the helmet. He looks. He actually looks scarier without his head, and it looks like it's well protected that way. Can I? Why? I cannot move the fingers. That's the one thing I don't like about these kind of action figures is that you cannot move their fingers whatsoever. Oh, but the legs have nice rotation ability or whatever. Or, not rotation ability. Sorry, can rotate them. Articulation. Sorry, the articulation is nice here. Oh, by the looks of it, it looks like I can move my. Okay, I can move his arm like that, and it looks like that. This is the. So they purposely break their own wrists to do this. Oh my gosh, it is awesome. I could play with this figure for hours. The okay, so for some reason there's holes on the bottom of the feet. Here's a little plastic thing. Now I'm gonna put his head back on. Again, I did not know you could take his head off. Oh wow. Can rotate his body 360 degrees. That's awesome. Robots are cool. I don't know what they're doing to accomplish this. Oh wow. Okay, so the details on here awesome. Okay. But he's got like this weird like tire butt going on. I don't know if you can see that. Let me pull it back. I know I'm pouring in between his legs, but he's a robot. He's got nothing there. Sorry, Mr. Robot. The battle droid. What type of battle droid do you see? Super battle droid. The super battle droid. My goodness. For some reason, they have like this weird black gear in between his legs, and I'm drooling a lot. Oh, I think I. Nope, that's supposed to happen. Okay. Oh, I can rotate his leg to the side. I could twist his leg to the side there. That's cool. I did not know I could do that. Okay. For some reason, this is a bit wider. than the other one. I don't know. But anyways, let me just readjust him. Let me stand him up so that I can put his head back on. Oh wow. I'm having too much fun with the Super Diff Battle Droid already. Roger. I like how in the movies, for some reason, they just all sound like Roger. All of them sound like Roger. But in the Clone Wars, they actually gave them like a menacing, like robot voice. So I'm assuming what's actually happening is like there's different quality of voice lines. Okay, so this, he gets the Blush effect. He gets the Blush effect. So he purposely breaks his own wrist just to shoot. Just to shoot. That's all. He literally breaks his own wrist just to shoot. It's more like, well, and he also falls down. That's 10 out of 10 toy. Can't have a toy if they don't fall down at random. There can't be a 10 out of 10 toy if they don't fall down. Ash, cool figures. Are you having fun? Yes, this is actually a live experience. I wasn't going to do this live where I fiddle with the figures. I wasn't going to do this initially. I wasn't going to fiddle with the figurines on screen. And I decided to make it a live stream because this is basically the month of Star Wars or whatever. Technically, the May the 4th was like a few weeks ago, but still, anyways, still, I just didn't have time to do it on May the 4th, so that I do any live streams on May the 4th. So yeah, I remember watching the Clone Wars as a kid. It was awesome. Yes, the cartoon was awesome. Now here's the other figurine. Let's open him up. Okay, so he's got his he's got like his first wad of like plastic. It's nice to see you enjoy something and get to enjoy it with you. Yeah. But like, look at him. He's inside a little blanket or a bathrobe. Hey, don't take it off. No. Let's take it off. Sorry. Oh my gosh, it's completely wrapped here. Oh wow. Anyway, normally I unwrap and undo the packaging and test everything off camera and see what the figure can do. And I usually look at like not tutorials, other videos. So does mother know you wear her drapes? Does mother know you wear her drapes? Oh wow. Okay, so I like the feel of the rubbery, like plastic, I guess, of the clone armor. It kind of almost feels like it. I would imagine what the clone armor would feel. Anyways, phrasing. Yeah, well, it's a nice rubbery plastic like material. Buy one and you'll find out what I'm talking about. It's like this weird like cleanness, not cleanness, this clean feel to it. Oh my gosh, it feels like a white, those white bars of soap. It feels like that. I almost like took this thing off. Okay, so this weird, I don't know what the term is. I think like silicone or whatever. Okay, for some reason his armor could like move like that, but that's better than the previous figurines that I have here. This one clone is better than all the figurines I've covered on my channel. Every single one of them, because of the articulation. And not just that, but the fake little clothing that they have on the characters that's just made out of just hard plastic. I hate it. I hate every single one of them that does that. But this the Vader's fine. Like, hold on. My dad has a lot of the old figures unopened in the garage apps. I understand why people like don't open any of the figurines, but like, how can you figure out why they're enjoyable, why they're fun if you don't actually play with them, or just maybe not necessarily play with them, but like, how can you not know the quality? I think Clanker down. Yeah, the Clanker's down. Okay, there's something about the nice quality of this. Now, I wonder because some of the characters you can remove their clothing if you're careful about it because they can. I fear that they may break, but they're not Barbie dolls. That's the thing. And that's the thing about Barbie dolls is that they're better in sense of like okay, you can remove their clothes, swap them around, and say, oh, I like this clothing on this character more, right? I understand that's not what the Black Series is meant for. So meant for like, okay, this character is this character, and they're gonna wear this character's clothing, right? But what if I needed the clothing adjusted or something so that I can pose them better? See, I'll show you what I'm talking about. This abysmal character. Okay. Ow, I already pinched myself with this character's knees. Okay. See, okay. Whoa, okay, whoa, calm down. Just okay. Clanker, sit there. Okay. See this like wad of plastic, the arm right here, and see the elbow joint. Oh, see, falls apart. Everything just falls apart. It's too. Also, here's another problem that I have with like the arms. They're too small. Her arms, or not the arms, the finger grip, right? It's either too small or too wide, and you'll have to swap them out for like arms and whatnot. But like not arms for different hands and whatnot. But like this is horrible. I have to bend the joint and like this is hard, very hard plastic, and it doesn't feel right. Uh, I remember stealing my brother's GI Joes and Army Men and posing battle scenes and missions. They're figures. Yeah, I understand they're figures, but like, okay, I sometimes pinch my own fingers by moving her arms, but because of the fact that the width of her wrist here and her arm, right? First of all, the autonomy of this one is terrible. Ow! See, I did it again. It's the joints. Okay, the joints on this one is much better than this one. I understand that they're trying to get the dress and whatnot the right size, but they could have had the fabric much different. Like, okay, see how this I can move it around so I can also angle it like that and angle it like this, right? That's fine. I don't mind. I don't understand why they couldn't do that with the rest of the outfit. Is why I'm saying that like, I had to take it off or whatever. Well, I'm not saying that I had to take it off or whatever. I'm just saying that like, why couldn't I have the rest of the outfit, to have the ability to adjust or move, so that I can move the rest of the figurine. I'm just saying that's quality. That would be a better figurine. Now, literally the only pose or position that I can have her in is either this, right, and then just get her to balance, right, or like some sort of weird squatting position, right, where it just stands with because the dress is using the dress just in this car driving mode. Anyways, the figures they're more meant for on. They're more meant for posing, while Barbies and dolls are built for play. Well, yes, but like, how can I play with play if I can't pose? I'm saying I can pose this clone much better than I can pose her. I can pose this droid much better than anything I have in the collection. And it was the most meant for. I had that figure years ago. I wouldn't be surprised if one of my old friends stole her or something. Okay, fine, whatever. You don't like how one is more stiff and restricted than the other. I get it. Yeah, yeah. So like, this doesn't. But I'm saying that they have the Hasbro has the budget, or at least maybe. Well, I mean, this was made during they did when they did the Attack of the Clones. So this is probably a better budget in terms of like this character, right? Amidala. But like, I'm saying in sense of like, they should probably like re-release like new figures, new black figures for the characters, like updated, better quality. I'm just saying because like I would actually be shocked if they did the attack, if they did Phantom Menace later, or if Phantom Menace last or whatever, and did they have no excuse. But I'm saying, or they if they I imagine that they started with Phantom Menace and then moved on to the other movies. But it's this is abysmal. Okay, and let me show you a different figure. Let me see here. Who should I pick on? Yeah, let's no. Nah. Okay, no. I think this. I think the three figurines that I have here are the quality example, right? Okay, so like I understand that, right? They made it to where that the armor pieces could be movable, right? But I wouldn't mind it if they had some sort of way to have his like the pieces for his arm or assembly or whatever, right? The garments for him, right, would be similar in fashion. I'm saying similar in fashion to her, in the sense of like the joints and whatnot. Right? They should have taken more time to get this right. No one wants to. No one wants to. No one wants to. Okay, this is actually a nice pose. The problem is that I can't get like. This shouldn't have to be plastic. This rubbery plastic. I wish this would have been more cloth-like, in a sense, like Vader's cloth or Lando's cape. Oh, Vader's cape or Lando's cape. I'm just saying that they should have done this a little bit better. One missed opportunity. Sorry, I had to do it. One missed opportunity for Obi-Wan, the younger Obi-Wan from Phantom Menace, and Qui-Gon, is no robes. They don't have any robes. Now there are much better quality figurines for the Star Wars characters overall, but they're not Hasbro. But I'm buying these characters because they're cheaper and they're easier to find, and they can be high quality depending on which era of Hasbro. And this is fun. This is like this right here. This guy right here, perfect. I just wish they had thought of making the cloth, this plastic wad of arm here much better. Either cloth or a more forgiving rubber, like with the poly pocket clothes. Yeah, something like that. I don't again. I don't mind having to do the swapping out the hands and whatnot, but I had it up. I had enough. I had enough of this character's like for some reason it's only the right hand. They didn't give me that they didn't give us a left hand option for the other gun, um, or it's only her right hand for some reason, and this gun is just too big for her hand. She can't hold it in her gun hand. The big she has a big gun hand, and it's for this one, and it's for her right hand only. And they have a small gun hand for her right hand as well. But they have this hand here, which looks like you can put a gun in it by the looks of it, but it just does not work. And I have tempted to give her two right hands so that she can carry both of the guns, but I feel like that's a little weird. It's two right hands, so yeah. Anyways, that's the problem that I have with Padme, and I might as well just have her to where like she's like at this position, and I might as well store the smaller gun away in storage because it's useless. It keeps falling out when I pose the character. This gun keeps falling out as well, but it's more sturdy than the other. Anyways, when Jar Jar is a better figure than you. That's saying something. Like a lot of people hate Jar Jar. I'm indifferent about Jar Jar. He could be a fun character at times, depending on the writer. So I'm gonna have her right here. You probably can't see it, but I'll make it. I'll make a way for y'all to be able to see this shelf eventually, or whatever. And she keeps falling down. I'll just have it to where she's right here. There. And I'll take this little gun. Here, I'll show you the little gun just for a reference. It's this tiny, tiny gun. It's this tiny gun. And she has a hand for it, but it's a right hand. So why didn't Hasbro give me a left hand? Just in case I want her to carry both guns. I think in the movie there was a moment where she's carrying two guns for extra like pewage. Pew pew pew. I'll put this gun away. I'm not gonna throw it away because like maybe one day I would want the silver gun and not the big bulky gun. Anyways, Clanker. He's the second biggest character I have here. Vader's cape is like wider, but that doesn't count because it's cloth. Cloth is a fluid. Not a fluid, it was fluidity. The Droideka is bigger. Jar Jar is, yeah, he's fine. Jar Jar is Jar Jar. Anyways, so Clanker, super Clanker, right? Okay, there's roller Clanker, super Clanker, and normal Clanker. I have so yeah. Anyways, I would show you with other characters, but I would show you my other collection. But this is a live stream dedicated to that. The reception at my mom's work is terrible. Oh, okay. The Clankers have ranks. Yes. So it's more so the quality of this Clanker, right? He is, again, I will tell you, this is the phase 1 trooper. No, and this is the super battle droid. I got the 2-pack because I thought it was better. Anyways, so he's a super battle droid, and the normal battle droid is meant for like army building, I guess. There are like different types of battle droids, but the super battle droids are meant for like heavy, heavy operations, missions, or whatever. Not heavy operations and missions, but basically they're built to be like the tough droids, the muscle, right? Oh, I love the articulation. For the separatist. Sorry. I had to do that. Okay, so he has great articulation, like stupendous articulation. He also has great articulation. Awesome, even. I think I can take the top off, but I don't want to test that because I might rip it apart. Let's try. Let's give it. No, I can't. Articulation, yeah, articulation is like the ability to like move the figurine or whatever the two art that I think articulation. I think I've been mispronouncing that word. I don't know. My brain stopped working for some reason. Give me right back. I have to check on something before I move on to the lightsaber. But there's also a few other things I want to do, and it's also the talk about the helmet, not the helmet. Put the helmet on, and then give him this guy his weapon. So I'll be right back. I have to go get something real quick. Well, okay, so to articulate. Oh, to answer your question on the to articulate. Yeah. I'm using the anatomy term here. Articulation is the physical act of forming a clear, distinct speech sounds using the lips, tongue, jaw. Copy the dictionary for definition of the dictionary. However, if you look up the term for anatomy, and I'm talking about the movement of the joints and how the joints come together and whatnot. So the articulation of this figurine, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'll even read it here. In anatomy, articulate means to form a joint, the location where two or more bones connect to allow to move to allow movement or provide skeletal stability. It's derived from the Latin word articulus, meaning joint. So the joints here have great articulation. Fair enough. Yeah, see. So anyways, we'll put the helmet on. Okay. Come on, you will put helmet on. Yeah, he's nodding, but he's not. And it's just, oh wow, okay, it looks cool. Yeah, now he has a helmet on. I just heard lightning, so I have to wrap things up, I guess, maybe eventually. Thankfully, they don't come with different extra arms or whatever. But yeah, let's move. Yeah, so he has the same joint or same joints as Padme Amidala, but he had for the armor. I probably makes more sense because it's armor, but I feel like for I don't know, maybe for the dress or something, it could have been built or made similarly, um, in a similar fashion. I don't know. Oh wow, it looks better when he's wearing it too. Huh. Okay, so let's put his weapons in his hands. Uh-oh. There's less restrictions. Yeah. This gun doesn't make. I don't know if this is an error or whatever, or maybe they just don't know how guns work. But okay, I'm gonna bring this up closer to you. Now, tell me, where's the scope? Yeah, I think you could see where the scope is. And where's the handle? I'm not a I'm not a gun expert. There's a For Padme's cloak, they should have used either a more flexible rubber or cloth. Yeah, again. There's I'm not a gun expert, but something tells me the scope is in the wrong spot. Now it could be something else. Why is it under? Yeah, exactly. Why is it under? It's Star Wars gun. Um, I think they goofed it. It could be that they goofed it or they didn't know how guns work. It, then again, it could be also that maybe this is not the scope and that this thing that looks more like a sci-fi scope, this like little triangle, the no, yeah, semi whatever, this little piece that's right on top here. It kind of looks more like a sci-fi scope. So I think what they end up doing, by the looks of it, it also yeah, huh. I think what they ended up doing was taking an actual rifle and then smoothed some of the parts around to make it look like it's futuristic. It just doesn't look right. Like if you hold it upside down, it looks better, and when you flip it upside down, it also looks like it's backwards. Like it just looks so weird when you notice it. It could be that maybe the toy company goofed it. It could be that. Maybe the toy company goofed it. And it's supposed to look different. And maybe it does look different in the movie. Okay, so we'll put it into his hand. Yeah, I got my gun in my hand. And so we're going to put, I think, the other handle for this gun is supposed to be right here in this scope. The scope. They put the. I think the other handle is the scope. So they used the. It looks like it's upside down or whatever. Okay, so let's move the joints correctly. There's a specific way on how to do this. And it's apparently breaking his arm. This rock is pissing me. It makes me angry. So, by the looks of it, by the looks of it, it's not the scope, but it looks like the scope. But what they did was that it's the handle. All right. Okay. So let's articulate him to make it look like he's holding it at a specific position so that he can. Is the trooper going to raise his gun up and down like the features on, like the creatures on Tatooine? I don't know, but I'm assuming how he's supposed to carry this gun or this type of weapon is have it like this and just make it look like he's aiming with precision. There we go. There. He doesn't get any bluish effects because he's not that special. Come on. Come on. Come on. Stand. You will stand. Oh. Oh well. Okay, so come on. Oh. He can stand. I know he can stand on his own. The poke of doom. Yeah. Okay. Now, as for this weapon, they had an opportunity to do it, like have storage options. They had an opportunity to have different storage options, or a way to store the weapons. Like on his backpack, just kind of just put it there. Or like plug it there, or whatever. Maybe the later versions of these clones, because there are more clones. No, oh well, there's not a way to store it. Dang. I'm just trying to. Okay, so there's not a way to store the weapon, but what we can do. No, he can't. Okay, he can stand. Yeah, he can stand. There we go. Let's make it to where he looks like he's actually pointing the gun at him. Yeah, there we go. And so we could pretend that maybe he's guarding his face with his arm, because like he's the armor on like the super battle droid, right? It's tough. So like fighting pose. Pew pew murder trucker. Yeah, okay. So now we're gonna move on to the weapon that we just dropped. Okay, so he's gonna keep holding this gun because he's awesome. Yeah. And we're gonna angle this hand like that, and then we're gonna have it to where we can just he can whip gun. He can whip both guns, both blasters. Go. Take this one, scissors. Okay. Yep. Come on. Pose. Pose. Steady. Yeah. Yeah. So there you have. You have the Super Battle Droid. I think he's awesome in terms of articulation, moving of the joints and everything, and he's also good. He's very good. He's also awesome in his own way, with the feeling of the clone armor just feels right. It just there's something about it that just feels awesome. Uh, he feels cool. He's like he actually feels like metal, even though they're both this rubber plastic, right? So they have like different qualities for different reasons. The joints work well for figuring finally a character that actually can actually move their joints, right? He can also move his joints, but they haven't flopped. They have not flopped a single clanker. There's not a single robot I have encountered where the robot just cannot move uh, with ease. So yeah, there's that. I'll keep them right here to where they're fighting an endless battle. And now for the lightsaber. This is not from Star Wars. This is not an official Star Wars lightsaber. It is from the Global Collection Vader's Vault Custom Sabers. It's a custom saber thing. Oof. I don't know what to say about oof. I guess maybe the endless battle here. Well, anyways, we're gonna open this up. Now I've already opened this up myself, but I'm gonna take it out of the package. Okay. Ow. I have to get rid of this plastic thing here. Okay. So here's the saber. Let's put it right here. Oh, okay. Here is the thing. Here is the little wire to, I'm assuming, charge the thing, and here's the little tools for the light bulb, basically. Very long light bulb. Here's the tools to screw and unscrew things together. We're gonna keep them in that thing because I don't think we'll need them. This is more for like extra pieces by the looks of it. Here's the product. Here is the product manual. They has a lot of manual. The Saber has no sound. Oh, FAC. Ladies, warranty disclaimer, security information, button operation, boost status, boost operation, boost the gesture operation, button operation, boost status, standby mode, gesture operation. Okay. The operating instructions control illustration of model, blade, emitter, button, handle, pommel, blade rotation, screw holes. Why did you suddenly get a goofy Russian accent? I don't know. I like the Batman shirt. Oh, thank you. Blade retention screws, battery recharge port. Okay, for tools port. Okay, so I'll fold this up. Sorry, don't want to lose this. And here, I think I'm only doing the voice because my mouth is very watery. I don't know why it's very watery all of a sudden. Is the lightsaber handle. The lightsaber handle. Now, let's figure out how to put this together. Product manual. I don't know why all of a sudden using it. There's in the background right here. 3 Saber electronic versions. Alright, okay. Here we go. By the looks of it, all I have to do is grab this blade, and it'll go in. Clearly, I need an air fryer. I need to remove this piece. And now, take this and just ease it in there. And now, I die. And now nothing. Let's take it back out. Because I remembered something. Air fryers. Base investment. Yes. I got peak quality chicken nuggets because of air fryer. Okay. Come on. This is a bit awkward. It's this thin plastic let's see here. Am I missing anything else? Okay. Hopefully not. My ear. Yeah. I didn't think you would hear that, but apparently you did. Okay, here you go. Sorry for the loud. We take this tubular. There's something else in here, I think. No. What? Am I supposed to see that? I'm heading to a meeting with my mom. Have fun. All right. Have fun, mom. Have fun. I don't feel or see anything in here. But we're going to now insert it back in here. Third time's a charm. So, yeah, it's just as I thought, which means we need to now read the manual again. Uh, well, there's no instructions, so I mean, there's instructions on how to for the battery, or for the dismantling. Well, okay, well, whatever. We're going to now put in what I am assuming is the screws. Again, I don't know why I've started speaking. Okay, this doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, but this does not make any sense. It says here dismantling. But none of the dismantling is meant for. Excuse me. None of this dismantling is meant for the lightsaber handle. The blade. All right, so let's read it here. Well, of course things are gonna fall out of the package. Son of a biscuit. Well, let's put this right over here. Right. Let's put this. Okay, let's set it down. Okay. Okay, so a lot of technical difficulties. Yay. I'll be on the floor for real quick, so enjoy the little character. Uh-oh. Well, okay. I cannot see anything. I'll be right back. Ow! Shuffle. Ah, there it is. Oh, okay. Here we go. So, okay, so what we have learned today, lightsabers, they suck. Okay, no. The actual, what we have learned today is Vader's Vault. If you're watching this, you're probably not, because of the fact that I didn't advertise this stream as a Vader's Vault lightsaber thing. But I will have a complaint because I'm stupid. You didn't, I'm not gonna sue because I'm a nice guy. There's a lot of words here, but I'll product menu. Something's, I'm pretty sure there's an son of a biscuit. Okay, you stay there. What is this like button coming from? Vader's Vault, if you're watching, there's one problem, and I think one minor issue. No assembly instructions. None. Most of this garbage that's on this table is from the other products. I can understand that that some of these things obviously go into the lightsaber, right? But there's okay, so there's two. Let's see. There's three things here that look the same, and two other things that are definitely different, unless I'm stupid and not paying attention. No, wait. Ow. Sorry. Oh, the clanker's down. The clanker's going to have to be right here. Okay, so one problem that I'm having here. I'm not certain if they go, if these little pieces go into here. I don't, and that's honest. I'm just being honest here. I'm assuming that these little pieces do, but I want to be on the safe side. You know what I'm saying? Just to be on the safe side, with they don't, with they, I'm just a little, because on the instruction man, on the product manual here, there's illustration of model, blade retention screw holes. Okay, yeah, I see that. The only problem is that I'm not certain if I have the right things here. I just want to be 100% certain. Yeah. If I can't, if it's not on here, it's not on here, and that worries me. Dismantling. Okay, so that's that. Charging this diagram. 3 Saber Electronics versions. Da da da. Operating instructions. Single button control. I don't like the single button control, to be honest. Enter standby mode. Da da da. Operating. But nothing on here. Everything on here for how the Saber works, but nothing on here for the screws. And I just want to be fully certain. Okay, well, nothing on here on assembly, but I'm gonna have to be a completely stupid idiot on this, and of course drop it when I should be doing this on the desk. Okay, since their time of shining is gone, we'll put them over here. And on the floor again. Yippee. Right back. I understand that they gave us like 4 different screws just in case if we drop a single one of them and lose them forever and get into the abyss. But I'm not a giver upper. I find I give up. Okay, hold on. My all-seeing eye will find you. What did I say? There we go. I have found it. I'm getting back up here. I'm old. Okay, here we go. We'll take the lightsaber again. And we'll take this stupid thing. There we go. And I'm assuming it's supposed to attach to that thing. And I'm assuming we're supposed to stick into this thing and then just turn. Da 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 da. And turn. Yeah, I'm not stupid after all. There's another one. Okay. Put this in here. Whew. We're turning. And done. Let's look for another hole. Yes, there's another hole. Eureka! We found holes. Put the hole, put the screw. And we're gonna drop every single one of them. That's right. That's right. We're gonna drop every single one of them because I'm stupid. This is what you came here for. The stream. This stream is so fun. When I drop something. Okay. Move aside, you fiend. Da, 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 da. I may need to vacuum this floor. I'm still here. Oh, da, da. You know, this is the fun part of the stream. Trust me. Trust me, this is the fun part. Okay. Where are you? Where are you? I will find you. And you will be inserted in. Ow. You would be. Okay. Okay. I didn't know my Star Wars stream would have this much fun. Let's put this aside. Yeah. So I can see what I'm doing a lot better. Okay. Okay. So I've planned. Watch this. I'm going to do a sneaky thing. Rawr! Move the chair out of the way. Ah, my knee. This is so entertaining, I know. Riveting, even. Rawr! I will find it eventually. It is somewhere here on the ground. There it is. Why didn't I see it before? Now I have found you. I'll put you right here. Shut the fuck up. Okay. You go there, you right there. Now you, yes, you. You, silly little biscuit, you. I will keep you here. You little screw me, Bob. Get over here, you little man. Come on. There you have it. There. You will go inside. I know that sounds weird. All right. Okay. So I'm right here now. I'm now shorter. Gotta go to bed. Bye. Have fun. Oh, hey, Digit Socks. You didn't say a squat until now. Hi. Nice. Wow. You didn't say anything until now. No. No. I am dropping everything. Where did it go? Oh, come on. Well, I can't find it. Oh, there. Okay, let's just use the other one. Let's just use the other one. They gave us 100 of these things. You little stupid thing. You will be sentenced to you be sentenced there we go. Easy does it. Come on. Anyways, this little screw right here will be the one that currently not. No, it's fine. It's behaving now. The one that I've dropped, though, I will sentence it to Shadow of the Conqueror. It will live in the Shadow of the Conqueror universe and die a Shadow of the Conqueror death. Where in the blazes did this other screw go? When I find you, not if, when I find you, I will have a lightsaber that will have a missing screw on purpose because there's like 3 screw areas by the looks of it. There's going to be one. Ooh, I will find you right now. I will find you. I will send you to the Shadow of the Conqueror. I will. Don't think I'm joking. And you know what? Oh, sorry for the light. Sorry for the blinding light. Okay. Here we go. I am assuming we need to put this here. Because there's a hole, and I have a screw. I have a screwdriver. I have my sanity. Thus, screw goes into hole. Screw goes into the screwdriver goes into screw, or rather, the screw goes into screwdriver, and the screwdriver will take the screw and put the screw into the square hole. Ah, but I've learned something. It does not fit in there. So, or at least it doesn't want. Maybe it doesn't want to fit in there. Maybe it's a lie. Ah! I dropped you again. Oh my gosh! I'm not trying to do this for laughs. For laughs. You know, okay. Let's take the other screw. Where you? There you are. There you are. I could be wrong. You will get in there. I'm having trouble with screws for whoever's just now joining. Okay. You know what? I think it's too big. I think it's too big. What do you think? It can't screw in. Therefore, it's too big. Alright, fine. Fuck you. But I now need to have to find the other screw. Where you go? Where did little guy go? There you are. There, you little punk. Okay, you know what? I'm done with the screws. Maybe they're just extra screws. So maybe I'm stupid. We'll put you in here. Get in there. All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, it's not on because I haven't charged it first of all. So there's first of all that's that. That's that. But yeah, okay. So we assembled the lightsaber. That's the important part. Only 5V1A charging adapter, no PC ports. Probably a good thing. Probably a good thing. We probably don't want to put that anywhere. I'll probably have to get an adapter for this and then charge it and then show you guys on a different stream. I know I'm not willing to try or test that out on my phone chargers or whatnot because I don't want to jinx anything and cause an explosion and then have the fate of the world be in my hands. I'm sorry. Fate of the world should be in someone else's hands. But hey, I've This is the lightsaber I found. Okay, to tell you the story of this lightsaber, it was at MomoCon a very long time ago. Um, Not a very long time ago, but it was at MomoCon. A few years ago. It was sometime after COVID. That I can tell you. It was sometime after COVID. And it was speaking to me. Not the price, the handle. The handle was speaking to me. It literally cried out to me. I literally closed my eyes. Right? Like I saw the stand. I saw the little area where like, oh hey, we sell the lightsabers. We sell the lightsabers. The Vader's Vault custom sabers, the global collection. I don't. I'm not going to collect all of the little lightsabers that they have there, like the Vader lightsaber or whatever. No, or the Ventress. I'm not gonna be like that. I'm not gonna be like that kind of collector. That's not me. I don't. I feel like that's not something I would do. Just collect all the different lightsabers there. I just picked whatever. Uh, I just picked basically whatever that like felt like something I would wield. This is a nice saber. Not gonna swing it around here. I'm just gonna kind of basic like fwomp fwomp. Anyways, so I now of course I also had some like if price was no object, I'd probably get whatever that like I really like generally like looking at like oh wow. But out of the ones that was A within my budget and B the ones that like the one that like I felt like out of the selection sorry out of the selection of lightsabers that I felt like okay this you know these have to be the one and whatnot right I'll have to use a cloth to clean my fingerprints off of this but anyways um but so like I went to the ones that were within my price range but also um not without not without consideration all our stuff the next time I go to a convention um I'll be definitely get my brother a lightsaber so yeah the next time we go to a convention I'll definitely get a lightsaber handle that my for my brother or whatever but yeah we like the next time I go to any convention uh I'm hoping that this time I'll get something for myself that I would generally like to have, I guess. Not just generally would like to have, but how do I say this? Uh, we went to the convention and we basically like, okay, we have a tight budget, right? We're not a tight budget. I had a flexible budget, but I did, but like a lot of the stuff there were like, a little expensive. Oh well, yeah, but that's it. Just the convention it was going to be expensive, right? The ticket itself was expensive, right? But the stuff, some stuff were fairly cheap. I didn't get. I didn't go there and didn't get nothing. I got myself a lightsaber. Um, and Dominic got a few things for himself. Our friend got a few things for herself, mostly cards. The cheapest thing you will get is a card or something, or Pokemon, or not Yu-Gi-Oh card or something, right? Um, the food was decent. You know, we went to get some food. Um, but if I were to have to go to Momo-Con again, no, I'm not going to meet any of the voice actors. We did meet one voice actor, but that's only because Dominic insisted to meeting his favorite voice actress, or at least the voice actors that he wanted to meet at the time. And the driver decided to go meet her favorite actor at the time. I didn't say anything. I There are some voice actors during at the time where I still had an opinion about due to a lot of allegations and whatnot, uh, and controversy and whatnot. And so I was just like, you know what? If she wants to be happy, if I'm not going to prevent her or stop her or anything, it's not me, not my money, not, that's where I stand when it comes to like stuff on like how I personally feel. I'm not going to stop anyone from having fun. If they want to have fun and do something that I don't want to do, I'm not going to stop them just because they're my friend. I'm not a control freak. I'm a humble guy, right? That's um. Anyways, I got these lightsabers. They were great. Um, I really wanted to get Transformer figures, but that was like there were so many different Transformer figurines that I really thought, like, in my mind I was like, oh, this would be great. This will also be great. This will also be great. This will also be great for my collection of Transformers. But I should probably focus on Autobots only. Then I was like, well, there's so very few Autobots, oddly enough. And there was like one or two like very good figurines. I'm like, oh wait, this is a figurine that that really want to as well. But I should really focus on the Studio Series 86. Uh, Only because I've been spending too much of my money on like all of the other stuff. I've been trying to get mostly Generation One characters, or characters that I was familiar with. But I was like, wait a second. So in my mind, I was like, wait, maybe I should. Uh, it was at there sometime the convention where I like where I had to put my foot down and say, maybe I should just only focus on one collection at a time, right? One set of things. Now, I don't regret getting the things I have gotten in the past, right? But I feel like if I were to control my own budget, right, and control my own impulses and whatnot, I'll have to calm down. Like, yes, this, that, all these figurines, they look great and whatnot, but and like at first, like I narrowed down to like just G1 at the time for it. And I was like, just G1, no master, not master, no what's it called? No masterpiece. Sorry, no masterpiece, not master grade, masterpiece. No, none of the super none of the yellow park, or none of the build a figurine or whatever. None of that, right? Just simply G1 figurines, and there was not a single G1 figurine, with the exception of like a few masterpiece figurines here and there. And some of them were very tempting too. Some of them that where Generation selects and like, no, I should really not get any of that. But it was sometime after MumbleCon that I decided to like, okay, just the Studio Series figurines. And voila, here I am today with it. Just I didn't get rid of the previous figurines. I just put them in a different shelf where you're not going to be able to see them. But yeah, so Star Wars, I've decided movie only. It was a Star Wars collection movie only. I'm having a hard time keeping up with the Halo because they don't, for some reason, they don't keep them on the shelves for a very long time. I don't know why. Maybe because people purchase them out, buy them out before I could buy any of them out or whatever. So there's that. So the Halo is hard to collect just on its own. The Gundam is a niche thing. The Gundam I'll continue to collect or whatever, and all that of the jazz. But right now, the Transformers is a very hard collection because they're kind of ridiculous in the sense of like how the figurines are sold. Some of them are different stores, some of them are exclusive here and there. Oh, hey, the Studio Series. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll have new version of the same figure, but it's called a different thing, and it's an exclusive. I hate that. I hate this weird scavenger hunt. Right? The Star Wars figurines are easy, right? All the exclusive stuff are oh, hey, the 900th Darth Vader, but colored in in rainbow paint, or a hologram, or red. He's completely red for no reason. Oh, he's completely white for no reason. Oh, he's Christmas colors, Easter colors, 4th of July colors. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, the Star Wars, some of the exclusive stuff when it comes to like Star Wars, it's like, okay, they're just goofing off. They just have different stormtroopers here and there, right? Me personally, I'm just trying to focus on just the movie characters. So yeah, that's that. But the movie characters, that's a lot easier to collect because I can always get them from a Big Bag Toy Store, BBTS. Yeah, Big Bag Toy Store. That's where I mostly get my Star Wars figurines. Sometimes I get them from like Target or whatever, or different other websites, Amazon, depending on like if I can't find it on BBTS or whatever. But anyways, so yeah, when you narrow down things, it's a lot easier to primarily focus on what figurines you want. So, anyways, yeah. So here's the lightsaber. It's not charged. It's a nice lightsaber. MumbleCon was great. Oh, I almost forgot. Who was the voice actress that we? Oh. Anyways, who was the voice actress? Yeah, you were probably wondering in the back of your minds. That we met at MumbleCon. She was the voice of a character in Ruby. I think we told the story before, but oh, sorry, I was just stretching for real quick. Oh gosh, that was a but yeah, forget which character in Ruby though. Anyways, that's all I have for time for today. I know I blabbered and yapped long enough for oh darn, oh you just the meeting was too noisy, so I left having fun. Oh darn, yeah, I know, I'm just now leaving. You came just in time to see that you left sometime when I was trying to assemble this stupid thing. Let me show you again. You left sometime around when I was trying to get the screws into this thing. Oh, you remember? Yeah. And things were falling onto the floor. And then I talked about where I got this thing in the first place, MomoCon. Does it work? No, it's not charged. I have to deassemble the other. I assembled the saber. Now I just need to deassemble um, the saber, the handle. Sorry, I assembled the saber. I need to deassemble the handle so that I can plug it into the right charger. Nice. What's a con like? Oh, a convention? Crowded. People. It's so easy to bump into somebody and not apologize because they're not focused on you. But it's also easy to meet so many cosplayers. I was dressed up, and Dominic wasn't really dressed up as anyone. He's dressed up as his YouTuber persona. I was dressed up as Phantom. Oh boy, that sounds terrifying, but also fun. It wasn't terrifying. It's just, and Dominic has trouble with crowds. Me personally, he has trouble with both crowds and noise. I have some trouble with noise. I said some. But when I'm focused on going to point, point A, point B, when I'm focused to going to location on location, I can tune out the noise. I have a way to control that. I know how to tune out noise. People's fine as long as I view them as obstacles in a video game. It's fine. Took pictures of Spider-Man. Okay, sorry. There was, oddly enough, I don't think there was a single Spider-Man cosplayer. I just use an earbud or headphones. Well, to be fair, I had a mask on. I was wearing my Phantom mask, which is basically my Halloween mask, but my Halloween costume. I don't have the costume out, but you'll find out soon enough. We gave Phantom a hood, so next time we go to a con or to a convention in Atlanta, the next time we go to MumbleCon, if we ever go to MumbleCon again, this time I've got upgrades for Phantom. I'm going to dress up as Phantom again, but this time I'm not going to wear the Phantom hat. It kept falling off, but there is a solution for how to prevent the hat from falling off. But however, we got a hood now because the hood was initially what was supposed to be what Phantom part of Phantom's outfit, not the hat. Initially, the hat was supposed to complement my random Phantom hat for Ravenwood for me. And I have two fedoras. One that's just completely black and has the bandana on it. I don't put on the bandana anymore. I will release not recently. I will put on the bandana soon. I feel like I'll wear the bandana again. I just gotta embrace the cringe. Gotta embrace who my character is. You know what I'm saying? It's my YouTube character, my YouTube personnel. The other one has like pinstripes all along it and a red feather, which is the Phantom hat. I will no longer wear the Phantom hat. But for the Phantom outfit, I will now wear a hood. Sorry, I will now wear a hood. It also keeps falling off, but at least it's like a hood and is attached to the cloak. So yeah, I'll I have a way to prevent it from falling off this time. But anyways, I usually wear hoods. Um, but if I can dress up, I have multiple maps. Maps. Okay. Um, it would be cool if I could meet you guys at a con sometime. Oh yeah, it'll probably be neat. I took a lot of pictures of a lot of Dominic and I took a lot of pictures. I wish we had a way to show you all the pictures, but they're gone now. I think we made a video on it. I'm not certain. I gave all the pictures. I sent all the pictures to Dominic, and I can't remember if he made a video or not. But I sent it all to him. So, um, yeah, I sent all the pictures to him, all my pictures to him, so that if he had made a MomoCon video, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I have one of those hooded cloaks. My G-mom made it for me, and I use it for my Plagueis Doctor outfit and Dutch's outfit. Yeah. So yeah, this time I'll have the Phantom outfit again, but this time, this time it's not going to be the funny hat guy. It's going to be the funny hooded guy. But he's simple. He's very simple character. A lot of people say he's scary looking, but yeah, took a lot of pictures with um, a lot of other cosplayers. There were a lot of what do you call it? Black cosplayers, not in a sense of like because not saying I'm not being racist or anything, because we were in Atlanta, and they would dress up as a lot of different characters from anime, but they were black. So they had black skin, so they would dress up as Black Tundra, Black Gojo. I did not make the connection with Gojo, the cosplay. I felt embarrassed, and I was literally thinking about his name, but I just couldn't remember. Yeah, so I couldn't guess the name. Oh well, but I guess maybe the hair just didn't look right or whatever. I don't know. It's not a convention can be a circus sometimes. Well, let me get these guys standing. There we go. So yeah, I don't normally talk about conventions. It was my first convention, and so far it's been the only convention I've been to. I would like to go to more conventions down the line. Just we can't at the moment. There was a mini convention that I went to here in my own town, but it was like a comic. Okay, it was like some sort of weird comic convention. It was horrible. It my hometown is so dumb when it comes to conventions. They are so dumb. they are. They have this guy. Okay, so they have like a bunch of booths set up where you can meet people at a convention, like professionals or whatever, artists and whatnot. They obviously have low budget. They're not going to obviously get like, oh hey, here's a famous voice actor from Dragon Ball, uh, and My Hero, and all our stuff. No, they have it's so low budget, it's so stupid too. And I thought that like there was I at least thought like in my mind when going there, I at least thought they had some effort where like maybe they were selling comics, that they were maybe there was someone from more maybe they had some budget, like maybe they had someone from Marvel that had uh, a lot of that knows how to draw comic, those little cartoon faces where like they drew you but you had like a very cartoonish large face or whatnot. I actually honestly thought it was going to be like something that's a bit low budget, um, but awesome. You know, an experience. They had VR headsets. They had a costume party, and it's not a costume party, costume competition. Um, so I was wandering around with my outfit, right, just taking a look and whatnot. And they also had the Super Smash Bros. Going on, the little gaming tournament and whatnot. And I never been to a convention. I've only been to a fair. So yeah, this was more of a fair technically once. So well, no, yeah. So this was more of a meet, like a comic fair, if anything. And so, um, and what I didn't like was that they had old comic books, right? And they cut them out to put pictures of the comic book characters. Now they probably may have missed a few pages. They were probably missing a few pages or whatnot, or seemed incomplete or whatever. I at least would bought one of them or something. Yeah, and they paste, bruh. Okay, I see your comment, but they would paste the little um they would cut out round circles. They had like a round circle like thing. They would cut them out and then glue it into little bottle caps. And it was like, oh no, why did you do this? I don't know what they were doing. This little activity you could have. Oh, you could have this little thing forever. Yay. But I could have bought some of them, or if they were for free, you could have donated some of them or whatever. Or heck, and there were some of them were old too, or had like old comics or whatnot. Some of them were Godzilla comics. That's just annoying. Yeah, that's just annoying. How ignorant these librarian high school teachers were. My gosh, this was at the civic center, our town civic center. So that was just ooh, I was just really upset about that. That's a snack bar, whatever. They the comics. Yeah, it was okay. And so they had two writers, and so normally they had two stands for two writers. And I normally think like, okay, so Watkinsville, you would think that maybe that they would have a low. You would think that like the advertisement made it sound like, oh, they were comic book writers. And so I was thinking like, okay, so there's probably some low budget comic book writers from a low budget comic uh, industry or whatever. Um, or maybe some game writers. They didn't specify what was writers, but like it was a comic convention or something, like a comic multi whatever thing. And so they had Super Smash Brothers on a projector screen. They had different D&D board games. There was a lot of bearded guys and a lot of fat guys. Some kids too playing chess. I watched some kids playing chess together, and it was just and teasing them when they made a wrong move or whatnot. And so going back to the writers, I know. Give me a second. Uh, there was like someone that would like paint your face, and that seemed very okay, low budget. I understand there was someone that you could paint your face. Uh, and there were some people like selling T-shirts and whatnot, or selling their little. Oh, I could paint this. I commissioned artists and whatnot. Okay, that seemed fair. That seemed, you know, that sounds more like a fair. Yeah, it sounds more like a fair. But okay, but the writers, they weren't your small comic book writer, like small business comic book writer or whatever, right? They weren't even comic related. They weren't even maybe video game related. Like, hey, here's how I made this video game. when I worked for this company and now I'm retired, blah blah blah. This, have you heard of this game? And then, maybe this obscure game or whatever. I could probably sell you a copy or whatever. Or here's my book on how I made this, or the time with the company and all that stuff, right? Or maybe some other nerd, right? Some other, like, maybe a board game developer, or something related to the geek and nerd culture, right? It does, this civic center fair, whatever, was supposed to celebrate the arts. You're like, okay, no, it's two random writers. Now, okay. At first, at my first glance, it seemed like, okay, they're celebrating all of the arts, right? Okay, fair. That's legit. I'll get on to that here in a minute. No, it wasn't even fantasy writers. It wasn't even murder writers, sci-fi, comic or whatever. It wasn't even anything remotely close to. There was like a little. I think there was one stand where they sold some like board games and whatnot. A little suspicious about that one, but I'll get that to them. There were. My memory of it was a little. It's a little blurry because of how boring it was. But the boy, oh boy, the audacity of the Civic Center had a guy who was selling his book. And you normally would think that the Civic Center would advertise something from the geek culture or something from something entertaining, right? No, it was some sort of political bullshit guy. I don't care which political. I don't care which political alignment he was. It seemed like he was Democrat, probably. I don't know if he was a grifter or not, but it was just some guy who was trying to sell his political book or something. I say a political book, but it's like his political hot take book or whatever you want to call it. And so I'm like, he literally stood out like a sore thumb from this entire fair. What was the fantasy? You don't belong. Get out! You don't belong here. There was a little event that happened on that day. There was like several mini events, but they were all boring. Where there was like a musical event or whatever, but then there was like some sort of weird like dance event. I'm distracted, but there was like this was going on, like it was like some sort of like historical like Native American or Native or like ancient culture dance or whatever. The fiction was them having sane logical thing. No, I don't know. I don't care. You would think that like since everything was relatively similar, right? You would think that like it's something about the booksellers, the people selling the books, right? Let me get the camera more focused on me. Let me fix this camera. Okay, since we're no longer talking about the figurines, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you directly, okay? You, yes, you, okay? Okay, so like he had his little booth and whatnot. And it's like, oh, there was also I think there was like a firefighter thing, but I gotta understand that it's a civic center. Of course, you could teach about like safety and all that stuff. They always have that. They have that. I think they have something similar to the convention, but it was like far, far away from all the fun. The aggressive scooter. Yeah, sorry. Okay, it's this man had the audacity to take his out of place political stupid stuff right in the middle of the convention center and said it makes no sense. He's literally the guy on Twitter who like talks about politics when we're talking about Transformers. Shut the fuck up. Or we're talking about My Little Pony or whatever. Like, oh, this would not have happened in a blah 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 political alignment. So look how smart I am. You know, just glasses, nerd. Get out. Then there was okay. That was not the only writer. There was another writer, I think, who was teaching something about golf. Okay. Golf. Okay, I understand. You need to have some sort of sports there. Okay, it's a civic center at a school, and this fair is small. There's not that many people there. Not that many people cosplaying there. Well, I mean, there was two guys dressed in Star Wars, and I wanted to talk to them all day about Star Wars, but I feel like I also felt awkward because there was only two guys dressed up in stormtrooper or clone trooper outfits. I think there was a third one somewhere. But they were like adults and whatnot. And I felt like I was younger, so I felt like I was out of my league. And I was not dressed as any Star Wars character. I was dressed as Phantom again. But I just wanted, I took my mask off and just started carrying it because at the time it was humid. And the convention was much better air conditioning than the Civic Center, but then they had their doors wide open for some stupid reason, and so I was wandering around everywhere. So I took my mask off, and I didn't care about that because I thought that we're usually at conventions or fairs or whatever, where costume parties or whatever, there would at least be enough handful of characters. Excuse me. There would be enough people there to be dressed up as scary. There was a person that was dressed up scarier than I was, but not intentionally. Poor child. I know I'm talking about convention center instead of Star Wars, but this is because it's the end of the stream right here. Hey, I don't have to talk. I have time to talk, and my mouth is wet, like I'm drooling. Slobbering everywhere. Can't get myself to stop speaking. Anyways, phrasing. I know. Okay, so like golfing makes a little more sense than the political guy, despite it being completely out of theme. Like here's how the golf and the stream, whatever. Okay. And you know what made more sense than both of them? We got him, boys. He can't stop you. I'm sorry. You know what made more sense than those two? Than anything else there? At least she tried. And I'll get to who she is. This old lady. She was also a book writer too. And so at least she fit. Okay, so at least there's a theme going here. It's all the arts. Okay, so it's all of the arts. The cosplay, the video games, the VR, the board games, different type of board games, the little play your own character, what do you call it? The adventure game, campaign game. They were there for hours. I had to buy food. I didn't want to, but I had to buy food. I had to buy something, and my goodness, it was a disaster. This fair was horrible in the sense of like how boring it was. So I literally had to call Mom and like, get me out of here. It is boring. I wouldn't even recommend this to my worst enemy. Anyways, this old lady, she wrote a murder mystery novel. At least I think. It's been a long time. It was a long time ago. I don't even know who won the costume competition. I wasn't there for the costume competition. I just wanted to look at all the other costumes there, but there was like, it probably happened. It probably happened before I got there. It was also early in the morning, whatever. Also, other Dominic, and I think he was with a friend and he did something else. And I think this also happened. Uh, I think on his birthday or something like that. I didn't want to do zombies. He went to go to see a zombie farm. I at the time I was too squeamish on zombies. I'm less squeamish about zombies now, only because of Resident Evil. Um, and I got and so, but I still probably don't want to go to a zombie farm. It I'm still not there. um, but my gosh, the people cosplaying there. Okay, so there was three stormtroopers, right? And they look like they went to the wrong to the wrong thing. It looked like they advertised it well. They had advertised this fair as like a legit thing. Like we had the budget to do the comics and Star Wars and all this other stuff. Oh, we have different events. They look like they lost the competition or something. They looked like they were sad or it was also hot and stuffy. The convention had better. The Momo Cog was better when it came to the air conditioning. We were walking and I was not sweating. Okay, Dominic and his friend, they were sweating more than I was, and Dominic had to leave eventually. But it was getting to a point where Dominic just could not. He just could not just be there. But it was fine. We were fine. We're fine. Next time though, next time we go to any convention, headache Tylenol. We're getting Tylenol. We're getting pain medicine. Getting that Tylenol and going there because my ears near the middle of the convention, the actual MobileCon, right? My ears started like going numb. I thought like it was because I needed to clear my nose or whatever. I was blowing my nose and everything. I thought I had to clear out my nose and whatnot. No, it was just because of the environment. I was not used to being in a city. I'm out here in the country. uh, so Tylenol next time. That and make sure to have water. We had water. We had water. If we didn't have water, I bought water. We had water. We had something to drink at least. We had something to drink. Anyways, going back to this like fair, it was horrible. And the only reason this fair is related is because, or the con is related because of Star Wars and because of the three stormtroopers that I met that day. So, country boy here. Uh, so like, but this was a solo mission, solo mission for me. This little fair, there was as for the costumes, there was like two to three little not three, two to three guys, roughly the same height. They were roughly the same height, so they knew they were ready. They were ready to be this roughly the same height, and it was like a not because I knew that clones and stormtroopers were all the same height or roughly the same height, and so they had their outfits and they were good. They were good, good to go. I don't think they won though. There's something to look on their faces that they felt that they were miserable at this little small fair. There was this kid. Now for the worst outfit I saw, there were better outfits. There was a kid there who was dressed as what's his name? Not Solomon, not Solomon. Um, Sauron. Sorry, there was a kid who was dressed as Sauron, and he had the best outfit. It's the best outfit. I don't know if he won or not. I was there for the competition, custom competition, whatever. I just wanted to see the costumes and whatnot. There was this one kid who was dressed as a My Little Pony character, and she didn't look right. She, I'm not gonna. Thankfully, I don't have a picture. Thankfully, I don't know the name of this poor child, but the mother was there too, and she had dyed her hair and didn't look right. I was like, that. The girl, I understand, that had dyed her hair and didn't look right. The adult dyeing the hair, not looking right. I didn't want to say anything. I had to call my mom, say, "I'm going to leave before I say something." I don't want to say anything. She didn't dye her hair right. It looked too wavy, too curly, and it looked like it was brittle. Like you could poke it and it would just fall apart. So yeah, I had to leave, or else I knew I would have said something snotty. I would have said, or I would have given the wrong advice or something on it. I didn't want it to be mean. Yeah, oof. The little girl, she had a pink face and everything, um, but it looked like she had ate something and the paint around her mouth. Too. It looked like when you you munch on like Gatorade or whatever, and it just it's just the food or whatever, the drink or whatever, just all over your lips. And so I was like, I need to go home. This is this, the mother or grandmother, the grandmother. I understand she was there for her daughter or granddaughter, but like, limit yourself. Limit yourself. They should have at least tested the hair dye, at least prior, weeks prior. Gotten a hair, and if it didn't work, got a haircut. And the outfit was terrible. I think they won first prize only out of pity. So yeah, and plus, I'm also assuming that she was probably autistic or something, but not my concern or anything like that. But anyways, it was miserable. It was hot. It was miserable. Not that many people showed up. It was kind of awkward, really. Even if people did show up, it was probably, even if a whole bunch of people did show up and like they were like by the hundreds or whatever. No, they went, they left. They came, they saw, they left. They probably had better. They probably had better check out the Uber instincts of my Uber autism. Yeah, whatever. The people, there was an actual fair that happened at the same time, and we got jam. We went over there, got some jam, left. And a story. Well, anyways, so yeah, the con where I got the license. Ooh, I had to pick this up a lot better. Anyways, con where we got. I like scaring my audience and myself. The con where I got the lightsaber, they had a lot of Star Wars people, a lot of Star Wars fans dressing up as Star Wars characters. Didn't matter if they were big, fat, ugly. they were tall, small. They were creative. They went out all out. Those 3 stormtroopers that I met at the fair at the Civic Center, they should have went there. They should have went to MumbleCon. They had an entire exhibit too of everything Star Wars. Maybe not really. They had props. They had a chair where you could sit down and pretend you were a Star Wars character. My character was fitting, and I sent the picture. Bless you. I think my character was fitting. My Phantom character was fitting. I took my hat, my fedora off, so I could look even more like I was in the universe because of the fact of my the helmet I was or the mask I was wearing looked like it would be something in Star Wars if I just did not wear a fedora. So, anyways, so I had the fedora, my Phantom outfit. Sat in the chair. I think I wore the fedora. I can't remember. It's been a while, and I don't have the picture anymore. I sent it to Dominic so that he would make a video. I don't know if he made a video or not, but anyways, so I sat in the chair. There was a lot of Star Wars stuff. We missed out on Vader. We saw Vader. We saw a guy dressed up as Vader and Chewbacca, two different guys, and we didn't have time to meet them because we were waiting on my friend to get out of the line that she was in to get a signature from two actors, right? One actor I did like, one voice actor I did like, and the other voice actor I was like, I'm not gonna be in line for that. So I'm just not keep my distance. I don't want to say something I might regret, or I don't want it to like go over there and say something and ruin everyone's time. I have to control myself. I could probably control. I probably could have said something nice and just moved on. But I just didn't want to chance it that day because I also don't work well in lines. So yeah. But the voice actress had a shorter line, probably because she had a smaller booth. So, and probably because everyone else had already came and saw her and got their signature and left. So they went to go see the more popular voice actor. And it's actually kind of unfortunate that Yuri Lowenthal, I will mention, we didn't go to see his booth because once we went to one booth and got a signature for Dominic, that was enough. I didn't want to go to see anyone else because for some reason a signature is expensive, and I was intimidated by going to another one. I personally wanted to meet Yuri Lowenthal, I think, the voice actor of Spider-Man, Peter Parker Spider-Man from the PlayStation 2 game. So yeah, there was a lot of Star Wars stuff in there. So yeah, yeah, and so there we go. That's it. That's all she wrote, folks. If I were to pick something again and go there again, MumbleCon. I don't care how many people were there. MumbleCon wins every time. So, and plus I have to go there again to get, or I could just buy it online, a Vader's Vault lightsaber. Again, Vader's Vault, if you're watching, whoever is at Vader's Vault or whatever, instruction manual, please. Just in case, not just the disassemble manual, not the disassemble instructions, where to put the screws in and how, just in case. I'm stupid. I think I'll just stay home or visit you guys, probably. But that's all I have for today. That's enough Star Wars. That's enough yapping. That's enough stories. I know that's all I have. So yeah, stay tuned for the next episode, which next live stream, which will either be a video game live stream or definitely the reading with Ravenwood. That'll be the next live stream that we'll do, is a reading with Ravenwood and the Indominate Rex, because we'll be reading the Jurassic Park book. We'll wait for this week's Resident Evil 3. That's coming soon. Stay tuned for more Star Wars: The Attack of the Clone figurines. I can't decide which of these two I like more. Personally, I think this guy wins. He's just, there's something about, he has nice, the coloration. Oh, something I forgot to tell you. The headpiece, right? Blue. The headpiece is blue, and I didn't know that. About the star, about the Super Battle Droid, that the headpiece had a blue shine to it. The headpiece had a blue shine to it. But there's something clean, nice and clean about his armor. The articulation with him as well. It's much better than the previous figurines that I have, and that's a lot to say. The articulation of the droids are always good. Probably it's because it's Hasbro's strong suit, because Transformers. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Here's the lightsaber again, one last time. And no, it does not turn on just yet, but I'll probably say that for another time when I get the right type of charger for this. I think it can utilize a phone charger, but I don't want to risk that. I don't want to risk the house blowing it. Have good. Yeah, and so stay tuned for more. The next thing we'll be covering is the Yu-Gi-Oh. We'll go Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game. He'll cover not part two. He'll cover cards from his pack, the packages from his. So it'll be called part two, but I'll be participating as well to show you off this little thing. So I'll be with him on that to show you all the cards of that. So yeah, there'll be another live stream. We initially did it as a video, but it was an hour long. So I feel like this is a more efficient way of doing a live stream for Yu-Gi-Oh! Opening Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards would be more efficient. So yeah, stay tuned for part two of that, of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rally. I'll put this over here. And no, actually, I'll put that with the box. There we go. See y'all soon. Until the next time. Bye-bye!